Hello, my beautiful friend. I'm going to go ahead and apologize preemptively for these stupid things. I am staying in my grandmother's house for a few weeks, and this is my aunt's room. And I don't know why they're there, but they are. Sorry, Didi. So that's why you see the background that you see. This is definitely not my space at all. So I previously filmed another video and I uploaded it, but I felt like it was a little too negative for me, and so I have since deleted it, and I'm adding this instead. And hopefully this will be just as candid, but a lot more on the optimistic side. So for anybody that has had VSG, gastric sleeve, whatever you want to call it, I'm just gonna say from the beginning, don't do what I did. But it is working for me, and so that is basically my encouragement for you, is for you to do what works for you. But I highly encourage you to follow what your surgeon/doctor has told you to do, because it definitely is the right way to go about things. I unfortunately decided from early on, and that's pretty much before surgery, that I was gonna do things my own way and selfishly, I guess, or like egotistically assume that things were just gonna go fine, and thankfully they have so far, but I definitely didn't take the right route in terms of what I eat and all that kind of stuff. So, and if you see me looking over, it's because the screen is on this side, and just like any human, I might be checking myself out every now and then. And those balloons are so annoying. Anyway, so if you've seen any of my previous videos, you will know the following information, but if you haven't and you're new, welcome. My name is Yai Malave. I usually, or currently I guess, reside in Louisville, Kentucky, and I am physically right now in Orlando, Florida when I'm filming this. Today marks a year. I just realized that. Today marks a year since I had my surgery, which is crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Wow, it's my anniversary. That's so nuts. My grandma might walk in on us, by the way, because that's what Latin grandmas do. There is no privacy. Just letting you know. And she's 81 and she looks phenomenal, by the way, just in case. So you should take note of that. I don't think I'll look half as good as her. But anyway, positivity blah, blah, only. But I did start this journey January of 2019. Back then, according to my doctor, I weighed 357 pounds. And as of July of 2019, I weighed 347 pounds. On my surgery date, I weighed 323 pounds. And today, because my grandma's been fattening me up, I'm at roughly 240 pounds. So I've lost well over 100 pounds from my starting weight and my highest weight, but not yet 100 pounds from my surgery date or weight. And that's because of what I said earlier, that I've done things on my own. I have not followed the doctor's instructions. I basically went back to eating not the things that I used to eat before, but definitely whatever I wanted to eat in the moment. And so I did, for the most part, or I still do actually, focus heavily on protein. Protein is huge. I don't think, I mean, obviously to me, one of the biggest things I've learned is that we receive so much misinformation from all directions in terms of what is good for us to consume and how much of it. And so it's basically like in adulthood, you're thrown in, with the lions and you have to fend for yourself. And so I never knew, for example, that protein affects hair growth. And when they told me that, I was like, super funny. No. Well, turns out it's true. And I can show you an example, which is my hair right here. You can pretty much see straight through it. And I never had that. I always had the problem where I had too much hair, which for some was a problem, but for me it wasn't. I loved it. I loved having a lot of hair. And now it just falls out by the handfuls. It's pretty crazy. And it affected me emotionally or mentally way more than I anticipated it would, which is sad. But I have since increased my protein intake quite considerably. The doctor told me that I had to keep a daily consumption rate of about 70 to 90 grams of protein. And I've just never, because I am such a lazy human, I guess, in terms of not wanting to add more to my plate on what I like. Wow, my plate. Hello, Jai. Concerning what I have to think about every day, because I already feel so overwhelmed on a daily basis with work and life. And so I never did what some people do, which is write everything down. I just didn't do that. I never have, and I probably never will. What I try to do these days is just try to keep a mental account of how much I've consumed in terms of protein. And to be completely honest, I'm getting really tired of eating a lot of meat. Before the surgery, I definitely had wanted to become vegetarian, or at least cut as much of the meat out as possible, just because of everything I've researched and read about and seen. So, but yeah. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But so protein is really important. Please, please, please always keep up your protein if you're planning on going through any kind of weight loss surgery, or if you already have. It's no joke when they say you're going to, you might lose hair if, and also my doctor did tell me that I shouldn't just take biotin in order to help my hair growth, because apparently that helps produce hair all over your body. And this girl does not want that. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of hair growth, my legs, whatever, my arms and stuff. And so I want to keep it that way. I just want more hair up here. So I've been taking in that protein. I have to incorporate more tofu and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I really dislike Premier Protein. I have been trying to take more Slim Fast and Special K protein drinks, just because I actually like the flavor of those versus the Premier Protein. Although I did just recently hear that the chocolate Premier Protein, if you warm it up in the microwave, it tastes like a hot chocolate. So I do want to try that. I don't like chocolate, but I do like hot chocolate, so weird. And let me see, in terms of, I think my very last video I had mentioned that I cannot stand sugar. That has since changed. That was in the very, very beginning, like maybe 3 months or 4 of post-surgery. But now I definitely can eat all the sugar, and I do, and obviously I don't recommend it. Especially since being in Orlando, because I'm Puerto Rican, and they have a crap ton of Puerto Rican desserts that we don't get where I live. And so Jai's just been, emotionally eating, which is unhealthy. I still cannot eat hardly at all, but if you if you space it out well enough, you can just basically snack the entire day, which is unfortunately what I've been doing. But when I'm in Louisville, Normally I don't eat hardly at all, and I also work out at least every other day, and every day I try to go for a long walk. So that has definitely been helping me. I've had maybe 3 plateaus at this time. 3, sorry. And aside from that, I've been losing probably between half a pound to 2 pounds per week still. So definitely you can tell because of my diet, because of the things that I eat, I have not lost nearly as much weight as other people have. So you'll see, you know, like let's say in Facebook groups about these kind of surgeries, you'll see people who have lost 100 pounds within 3 months. You'll see men that have lost 100 pounds within 2 months. And it's just like, what? Obviously men are different, but also no. One of the reasons is because I don't want to have that much loose skin. And I'll go ahead and show you. So like I already have pretty much like the skin is pretty darn loose there, and it's already sickening me pretty much. But it's okay because that's life. But I do think that because I haven't lost weight as quickly, it's definitely helping the skin like pick itself back up, if that's a thing. Because it really does terrify me to death to have loose skin. I know that there's lots of people out there that are like very proud of their loose skin, and they wear it as, you know, a badge of honor, like, you know, it's like a battle scar to show what they've been through and succeeded. And to me, I'm like all for them doing that, but it's just not for me. It's just not. And I don't want to have surgery to get it removed, but if, you know, like if I attain the goals that I have, then I will most likely have to have surgery, which is fine. It's just not something that I hope for. Let's put it that way. Let's see what else. I do highly encourage you to not drink carbonated drinks. I'm not a big soda person, but there is a Puerto Rican drink, which is like a cane sugar malted drink, and that is carbonated, and it's one of my favorite things in the whole planet. And I have had it several times. I don't know how to explain it, but like the bubbles are way, way, way smaller than they are in like a Coke or Sprite or something like that. But yeah, the doctor will tell you that it will expand your stomach, and you don't want to go back after you've gone through so much. I don't think my stomach has expanded because I can still only eat between 4 and 8 ounces. So that's a lot, but between 4 and 8 ounces in a meal. I also, unfortunately, never stuck to the whole waiting between 2 minutes and 5 minutes between bites, which the doctor said that normal humans, we are normal humans, I get it, but like the average person that has not had this surgery should also be waiting that long, because that's why we don't figure out that we're full until way, way, way later. And so I guess just naturally I'm a fast eater. So once I was able to just like not chug it down, but once I was able to eat at my normal pace, I was doing it. And so yeah, that does mean that you get full faster. That's okay. That's okay with me. And one of the bonuses, which I just love this, it's disgusting, but I love it, is that when I'm full, I will burp, which is crazy to me because I'm like normally not a burper at all anyway. And so when I'm full, I burp and I know it, and that's it. Like no more food coming in this mouth because, excuse me, allergies. Because it's so uncomfortable to overeat. And I mean, it is so uncomfortable. Another thing is, there's nothing I've found that I can't eat or drink. Some people say like they were never able to go back to coffee. I'm not a heavy coffee drinker. I like chai teas a lot. And every now and then I'll have like a venti iced white mocha or something like that, or an iced white mocha. That's such a Starbucks thing to say. And let's see, that like the venti iced white mocha will take me, I think that's like 20 ounces. I'm not necessarily sure, but that will take me probably a good 3 hours to consume, something like that. Let's see what else. I like to eat a lot of salmon and chicken. I've pretty much had salmon or chicken every single day while I'm at my grandmother's house. And I've been here for 2 weeks now. Unfortunately, Puerto Ricans also like a lot of fried food, and I have had my fair share of that as well. Oil, like something that is heavy with oil, like been fried a lot and like retains the oil, really sits very, very poorly with me. I just feel like super like, gross, and my stomach it just sounds like there's a thunderstorm in there. I don't know. Let me see what else. Definitely the working out. It changes everything. It really does. I love to work out. I love to swim actually. And so I do laps at the Y. Unfortunately, because of COVID, I have not been able to go to the Y here in Orlando because they're not accepting people from out of state. So I can't wait to go back home so that I can go back to the Y. And let's see what else, because I don't want to like bother you with stupid stuff. But excuse me, if you have any questions whatsoever, I would love to give you my point of view if I've been through what you're asking about, and if not, to connect you with somebody who has. I love sharing my experience, and I know my channel isn't about like quantities of food that I eat or like what foods exactly I eat, and I'm not the best person to tell you what I eat, even though I do stick to proteins and vegetables. But definitely I'm here to encourage and support anybody going through this journey, because it really is a life-changing event. You don't even realize. I was so miserable in the beginning, and I thought I wasn't going to make it through. I thought I was going to fail, and I was going to just eat everything in sight and stretch my stomach out and just keep the same weight. But now I'm like, I went from a size 28 to a size 18, which is nuts. I hadn't been a size 18 since I was 20, I think, and I'm 36 now. That's nuts. And so I don't know. I just want to be there to encourage anybody, and you don't even have to have had this surgery to need encouragement, just in life in general, because doing something as maybe to others as insignificant as walking every day, that changes your world, because it's all about your heart health, right? That's so huge, especially for us women. That's the #1 killer of women. And so just taking like a 30-minute walk, or a 15-minute, even 10 minutes to start off, that will really, really, really help you out for the better. And I don't know. Also the endorphins, like it's like a free drug that you get, a free dose of happiness. And I'm all about that, because I can take all of it I can get. So yeah. Anyway, this video has been too long already. So yeah, it's my 1-year anniversary. I can't even believe that I picked this day to do this. But I hope you have a fantastic day, month, and year whenever you're seeing this. And thank you so much for your support. I'm here to encourage you. And I want to let you know, if nobody has reminded you lately, that you matter and you are extremely loved. Bye.